Okay. Hi, y'all. I know I haven't been on here in a minute. I'm going to do another video about Pride and the straight men who were preying on the lesbians and people at Pride. Because that irked me. And disturbed my spirit. But, okay, well, Diddy has been found not guilty of most of the severe charges, if not all the severe charges. What y'all think about that? What I want y'all to do, and this is definitely to my trans women and some of the gay boys, because those same women, the cis women, and I'm going to call y'all cis today, okay? The cisgender women that have been so transphobic and hating y'all in the name of womanhood and sisterhood and equality and feminism are the same women in the comments on the Shade Room. Same black women in the comments praising him getting off. Okay? They're in those comments talk about Cassie and 50 Cent's baby mother need to be thrown in jail and they need to pay him. These are the same women that say that they're standing up for womanhood by being transphobic and being TERFs. Bitch, they can play in your motherfucking face all day long. They're not playing in my motherfucking face. Because I know how trash many of them are. Now, there are some biological females that are good, decent human beings that get it. They understand the girls. They understand the dolls. They understand it. They get it. They're not toxic. But these bitches, these other bitches that stay talking about trans women, they're even doing videos pretending to be trans women. Okay? They stay obsessed with us, and they have been harassing and bullying us for fucking 10, 11, 12 years, are the same women in the comments right now celebrating Diddy getting off. Him being acquitted. Bitch. Let me just say this real quickly. Racketeering, clearly, and I'm going to just say this, in terms of, now I'm not going to go too deep into the case, but clearly the prosecution didn't do okay? Clearly, the prosecution didn't do the best job. They didn't tie anything together. And I think I reached out to someone on the team just to help them understand the significance of the baby oil and the male strippers, right? I didn't hear back, but I think I went through not the proper channel to contact them, right? But they didn't do the best job because, yes, they aired out Diddy's dirty laundry and they focused on the abuse and the X-acts, right? But they should have focused on the people that conspired and aided in him doing these things. They didn't do that. They really didn't. They even they didn't tie it together. They focused too much on the freak offs. Yes, the act of it was horrible, but what did he do to get to that point, to have that established, what did he do to get the freak offs going? You know what I'm saying? What did it take for those freak offs to happen, and who helped facilitate all the things that needed to happen? That is the racketeering. There was more than 2 people that actually aided in that. He had people all around this damn globe, especially in this country, helping him. That is the racketeering. Racketeering isn't necessarily about financial gain. It really isn't. They needed to explain the prosecution. What it was is that they didn't want this to go over the 4th of July holiday. They should have listened to the defense when the defense was like, take your time, take your time, take your time. Literally, that was the dumbest thing that the defense could have even suggested to the jury. Because literally, if they took their time and people explained what racketeering was, he would not be walking free. He would not have been acquitted. But the fact that the prosecution didn't want the jurors to be belabored and have it dragged out throughout the holiday, because technically tomorrow and Friday is going to be like holidays, so there was no court. So literally they should have dragged it out. And in dragging it out, the prosecution should have explained to them. Because I can see, here's the thing. How do I say this without offending Americans? There are a lot of people in this country that are just dumb. They don't understand. You have to help them. And you pick random people, everyday people, on a jury that, hell, these motherfuckers didn't understand what was in Project 2025. And here we are. Look at the shit that's going on in the world now in the government. They didn't understand what was going on in Project 2025, honey. They didn't understand. So, they didn't understand that the people that they were voting for were really secretly fucking plotting against them. So, you think they're going to understand what racketeering is? The same country that elected, dare I say, a person who was in the similar situation last year? Y'all elected man to be the head of the country. So you think that they can explain racketeering? They needed to explain the definition of racketeering in RICO better. Okay? Anytime that you have 2 or more people involved that help to organize an illegal act, that's racketeering. It doesn't necessarily mean that you made money or profit. Racketeering is they say that that's the general definition. They say that it can be for financial gain. It doesn't say it's always financial gain. It's the bottom line is the illegal acts. Okay? The fact that he bribed Cassie's mother. Okay, for whatever his reasons were, you can't bribe someone and think that that's legal. Bitch. That man is going to walk out of that motherfucking jail. And I know him. I've been around, well, I don't know him. I've met him once. I've had to deal with him and his people. And I know the type of environment that he was in. And I know that this jury made a big mistake. Okay? My heart goes out to the victims that were forced. Because, see, y'all forget that Cassie, Jane, and all the people that testified, most of the people that testified, all of them, Cassie especially, they didn't want to testify. They were being forced to testify because now it became a federal crime. It was a federal case. They had to testify. She was forced to testify. I'm sure she didn't want to testify. I'm sure none of them wanted to testify. But here's the thing. I want all of you women that have, trans women, that have been bullied and demonized by these current day cisgendered black women and Latin women. I want y'all to go into them comments on the Shade Room and tell me, in the name of sisterhood, What do you see those black women and Latin women posting? They're full of shit. Y'all better stop letting... Bitch, they can't play in my motherfucking face. Because I always will bring up the fact that they turn on each other at the drop of a dime. They will plot on the families of a woman. They will plot on the marriages of a woman just because she looks better. Because she has better clothes. Because she's poised better. Because she's feminine. And now, why do you think they've been going so hard against the trans women? Girl. Bitch, let me tell you something. Okay? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to screenshot some of these fucking messages. And I think I'm going to use that as my thumbnail. Anyway, I'm getting started on another video that I want to release either tonight or tomorrow. Alright, love you. Stay warm. Stay cool, not warm. Stay cool. Bye.